What is good, guys? Happy Friday. Today we are going to continue back testing. The first pair that was called out is gold, and this is what I'm personally waiting for. I've been waiting for this area for, kind of a long time. So the change of character happened here. If we take a look at this, I've been waiting for the last 58 days, right, for gold to come down here and give me an opportunity. Yes, the market can definitely take off. I'm not saying that the market can't just continue. It definitely can. But right now, to me, it kind of looks like it is playing inside a consolidation, right? Market is stuck. It's just bouncing back and forth. Now, that's a good thing. Obviously, there are opportunities on lower time frames that you can participate in if you are a scalper. But for me, I'm not really looking for anything inside of here unless it's very, very solid. Like I haven't even taken these sales. Like it looks half decent, but with equal highs here and the market's still bullish, the market can easily just manipulate and then come back down. Right. So I haven't even entered anything yet on gold. Personally, I've still been waiting. Like I haven't even, it's not even on my watch list. That's how much, like it's not even, you know, it's not really a priority. If it's not hitting my alerts, I'm not really worried about it. Right. But if we go back to the previous week, right, let's just take a look. Let's delete some of this stuff just for the visual purpose. Go to the 1 hour time frame. Right. Let me see. Where are we at? Monday. This is Monday. Right. So this right here is this week. Right. Friday, Sunday. Yeah. So Sunday is about here. Sunday, and this is all this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So what inside of here could have told us we can continue looking for buys, guys? Right now, if we take a look, if we zoom out, it looks like there was an opportunity way down here. Now, again, this isn't like my favorite opportunity because I know that this is liquidity. But if we take a look at this wouldn't necessarily be a break of structure to the downside, but this would be a liquidity sweep, and this would be my change of direction right here based off of structure, right? So if we're looking at this as a head and shoulder, that would be my shoulder zone. This would be my stop loss. Now, if we go back this way, does it touch? Yes. So again, if you didn't get in on here, it is what it is, right? I mean, I get it. Sometimes we don't take the first touch depending if it's liquidity, which that area was, right? So this is the thing. If you guys can see, let's go back up to the 4 hour time frame. Because if you guys can see that this is liquidity and I am waiting for something lower, then in my head, this is higher probability, right? Because eventually I would like to see the market sweep liquidity, come into a deeper retracement, give me an opportunity so we can go ahead and shift that market forward, right? But it doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes the market will continue to build liquidity. Yes, it respected this head and shoulder zone right here, and it did give a push up. But what is it continuing to do? It's continuing to build liquidity. Give me a 5 if that makes sense, guys. Also, let me resize my I was wondering why I kind of looked off. Awesome. So now let's go ahead. As we drop down to the 1 hour time frame, I'm not going to be the first one in to take this, right? I'm not. But what can I do? I want to go ahead and just mark up my zones. I do see this is a break of structure here to the downside, and this would be my change of direction line. So let's go see if we can get a change of direction. That way I can start participating. So this whole move up, personally, I would not have entered. This whole move up here, I would not have entered until I got my confirmation. Okay, cool. We finally got the change of direction. So let's go ahead, delete this, and just update. Awesome. So now I can go ahead, use my left shoulder. This would be my new setup. My stop loss, minimum 1 to 3 risk to award. especially because we're in consolidation. Anything can happen inside consolidation. But what can I see that can also tell me the market that can I see that can tell me the market is going to continue going a bit higher, right? I can see liquidity here. I can see liquidity here. Oops. And I can also see liquidity here. Excuse me. Right. So there's liquidity. And the next best sell opportunity is way up here. And again, this is also part of liquidity. So I'm not really going to be the first one in, right? I'm going to wait for the same play. I'm going to wait for the confirmation. Now, let's go ahead and take a look. Let's also draw our partial lines, our break-even lines, so we can go ahead and stay accurate. One and three years to award. Let's go ahead. Let's see if the market gives me the opportunity. All right, well, I'm going to enter. I would have entered there, so I'm going to go ahead and enter. Buy. My stop loss will be right here. Let's go ahead and enter. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I'm gonna enter a little bit bigger. That way we can have some partials to take care of. All right. Just so I can show you how obviously everything is done. Cool. So obviously I would have wanted to enter down here. It is what it is. It's part of the back testing, right? Nothing we can do. Now, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, I guess we could have gotten a better zone. It is what it is, though. Cool. Holding that drawdown like a boss. It is what it is. It's the setup. Nothing we can do. Realistically, we would have wanted entered here. It is what it is. But let's take a look. What does the market do? Snap. Okay, cool. Well, that was quick. One. Let's take partials. So I have a 3 lot here. I'm going to go ahead and just take 2 off the playing field. I believe that's 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just sell it. Okay, never mind. I just took 1 off. That's okay. And now I break even. So let's go ahead. I'm now at break even. So now, worst comes to worst. I took money off the playing field. I'm now $100 in profit. Now, if the market wants to go ahead and continue back going down to sweep that liquidity I was talking about, it's okay. There's nothing I can do about that, right? As long as I have good money management, that's all I have control over. So let's go ahead and see. Let's take a look. Awesome. TP was hit. Now, what else? Liquidity has been swept. Awesome. That's great. That's great to see. But now with that, let's go ahead and just clean this up. Let's clean this up so we have fresh eyes. Let's go up to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, this is my break of structure. And this is my change of direction. Good morning from Ghana. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Grand rising. Hope you have an amazing day today. Right? So again, change of direction. So right here, guys, this is what's giving me the confidence to continue to look for buys. Because as soon as we get this change of direction, that's telling me the market wants to continue going a bit higher now. So what can I do? I want to start looking for setups, right? So let's drop back down. Now, what can I see? This is what I'm seeing clearly. That's a clear break of structure. Would you guys agree? I have, maybe it's not as clear on here, but let's drop down. Okay, we have higher high, higher low. We start consolidating a little bit, and then we get a nice strong breakout to the upside. That's a clear break of structure, guys, okay? We broke structure and continued going higher. So let's go up to the 1 hour. With that being said, this is my breakout rally here, okay? Now the last selling candle is right here. This is going to be my starting point. So let's go ahead and see if the market comes back. Oh, snap. So I want to go ahead and enter a 3-lot one more time. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and drop down lower to the 15, just so we can get a better entry. You know. Awesome. Let's jump back up to the hour. My stop loss would be down here. That's the lowest wick in that area, guys. I know a lot of people want to put their stop loss down here. Guys, the lowest wick in that area is right here. Okay. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. If that's 25, I'm just going to say 25, so about 75. Awesome. So let's go ahead. Entered here. Stop losses here. 1 to 3 is about right there. Awesome. So let's go have our 1-to-1s. This is my partial zone. Come on, my boy. This is my break even. And then obviously my main TP. So let's go ahead. Market hits my partial area. Awesome. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and take 1 off the playing field. Keep 2 on there, right? Take some money off. And I'm going to sell it because I've had bought. So in order to, partial and trading view in the back testing, if you buy, you have to sell it. So now I'm up a bit more. Awesome. I still have not broken even because my break even is around right here. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Awesome. Break even. Oh, well, y'all know what the plan was. But that's a good trade, right? Everything is lining up. Now let's go ahead and stay fresh. Let's delete this stuff. Okay. Cool. Now let's go ahead. Where's the higher high? That's a 1 candle breakout. Now, let me see. My starting point to that is right here. That was probably a missed opportunity. It happens. But now we have a possible opportunity right here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this up. My boy. Let's go. All right, let's go to that 15-minute to see if we can minimize that candle. Cool. I'm going to use the 15-minute starting point. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. Let's actually stay on the 15-minute. Again, this is Monday. So this week has just started, okay? This week has just started right now, if I'm not mistaken. The 4th. What are we at right now? The 8th. Yeah, so that was this Monday. Awesome. So let's go ahead. I believe it's already inside the 1 hour starting point. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, it already touched the 1 hour, but I want to see if it can go just a bit deeper. Okay, so now let's take a look. Okay, now look, this is what I'm seeing right here. This might have been the move. This might be the move. Why? Because we build liquidity. And technically, we are right inside this 1 hour starting point. Okay. So we had just swept liquidity. Now the market can easily. Let's go. Let's go. It can easily just continue to go higher. Right. But now let's take a look. Let's drop down. Never traded levels, but I believe it's one of the best strategies. Let's go. I love that. If you can see things work, It ain't lying to you. Okay. Now check me out. I want the market to come back down here a little bit. And let's go drop down to 5 minute so we can see everything happening. This is my last break of structure to the downside. This is my change of direction. We do have the change of direction, that's for sure. Now, this right here would be my starting point. And since we're on a lower time frame, I wouldn't mind using the dominant low as my stop loss. And now let's take a look because this doesn't look like a lot of liquidity to me. And on lower time frames, I don't really like when the market just comes back down really sharp. So I'm gonna be cautious because I do want the market to come down here. And I don't mind trying to find a re-entry because I'm being cautious, right? So let's take a look. Awesome. That's so, guys, that's why you have to back test, because when you see these things, you just have like that initial reaction. You have to trust your intuition. Like I've seen this happen multiple times. Lower time frames, yes, we have a change of direction, but does it hold its ground? Does it stay up here for a little bit and create liquidity for a target point? So when we do come into this buy zone, we have a target to reach, right? That gives it incentive to go higher. But when there is no consolidation, that makes me want to be more cautious, right? And that just goes to back testing. You can't be biting on every setup you see. You do have to be aggressively conservative. You do have to understand you have to be picky a little bit, and that's okay, right? So let's go ahead. And again, that's what saying like I have money in my account right now. I could have been like, you know what, I'm gonna risk my profit. But why would you do that? Why have that mindset of I made money and I don't care to give some money back, bro? A lot of people are struggling to make at least $216 in the market in the year. If you can do that in 2 trades and you think, oh, I don't mind giving some back, guys, that's the wrong mindset to have. I promise you. Because I promise people are struggling out here to find some success. Trust me, I know. I hear it. I see it. This would be my break of structure. This would be my change of direction line. So now let's take a look. I'm still waiting. Let's see if we can get some movement. Let's see what that looks like on the lower time frame. Ah, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see if we can consolidate here for a little bit. If we can consolidate here, I wouldn't mind taking this buy. I wouldn't mind taking that buy, but let's take a look. We do change direction, so let's go ahead and update. Now, again, guys, I haven't traded gold in the last 58 days, so I haven't seen anything with gold in 2 months, right? So let's take a look. I'm not really liking how this head and shoulder looks down here, but nonetheless, we do have a change of direction. Now let's take a look and see what we can get. All right, I do like the consolidation. Let's see if we can take an opportunity. Let's see if we can take that. Minimum, that gives me partial points if it goes higher. So let's go ahead and take a look. Give a little bit of room. $30. I might just take these highs, right? Now, again, I want to enter down here anyway. So if I get clapped, that's me using my risk to reward. I would have much rather risk my money on seeing this with liquidity, right? I wouldn't mind risking my capital on that, but I did not want to risk my capital on no liquidity here, right? So even though the market missed my zone, if I see some liquidity after change of direction, I'm going to attack it, right? And I'm going to run my risk to reward. If I take a loss, it's okay. I want to enter here. Now let's go ahead and shift that market. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta take a loss like a boss. Now let's take a look. Bounce back. Let's see if we can bounce back. Now, told you I didn't like that head. I didn't like how that head looked. Sometimes when you just know when you know. Now let's take a look. Jump back up to the 1 hour time frame. Oh, the boys clap. Oh, it did come back here. It did come back down to that inside. Guys, that's the thing too, right? That's the thing too. Sometimes these little one candle breakouts, they don't seem like they're going to have any type of reaction. But the ones that you overlook, those are the ones that be getting hit, bro. I swear. So let's drop down to that 5 minute. Take this loss like a boss because I do know it's going to come back down lower, which is fine. Right. I'm still using my buy bias. It is what it is. My risk is nice. We are still good. 12, 24. I don't know. I'm just going to use that high. Let's take a look. Awesome. Took a loss. Happens, guys. Sorry, I'm eating some cough drops, and those things are smacking right now. That happens. So now let's go ahead. A lot of people are going to be scared. A lot of people are not going to want to go ahead and take other opportunities. They just took 2 or 3 losses back to back. And I get it. Sorry, this thing is smacking. And I get it. Your emotions, that's what protects you in the real world. Your intuition protects you in the real world. But on the charts, guys, excuse me, I'm sorry. This thing is smacking them. But on the charts, guys, we have to trust our risk to reward. It is so important. Risk to reward, guys, is one of the most important things that you have to trust inside of trading. So yeah, I just took 2 or 3 losses back to back. Following my bullish plan, following the structure that I see. It is what it is, right? Could I have been more conservative on my test trades? Yeah. But I'm following everything the right way. Now, this is my starting point to buy, right? Now, technically, we do have some type of equal lows here. So I would like my stop loss to be this low. Make that red. So now let's go ahead. My stop loss, 25. Oh, thank you for making it easy on me. We're going to attack the highs though, right? Let's go ahead because I want to attack the highs and it's not a 1 to 3. I want to make sure that everything is locked in. 1 to 1 is partialed out, or I'm sorry, partialed out. 1 to 2 is break even. 1 to 3, I could partial out some more. And obviously, I attack the highs. Let's take a look. Awesome. So I can go ahead and partial out and I could break even. Let's go. So I'm going to go ahead, put that back at 2. I'm going to sell it, go break even. Let's take a look. Smacking. Guys, that is risk to reward. That is risk to reward. I mean, sometimes we have to be aggressive with the setups that we're seeing. If we're in buy territory and we can see the market is continuing to look for buys because we're bullish now, I'm always going to look for my setups, right? I'm always going to look for my setups. Now, I have to be the one to be like, yo, this one isn't high probability, or this one is high probability. Or, you know what, this one doesn't look high probability, but it looks better than the last one. So these are conversations you're having with yourself. But it's very important you stay locked in on your confirmations, on your rules. You have to stay locked in on your mental, and you can't let the market shake you because I guarantee you, for some of the beginners, after their first or second loss, a lot of them would have wanted to look for sells. Right? Has that happened to anybody? You take, 1 or 2 buys, you take a loss, you start looking for a sells, and then the market goes your way and buys. Has that happened to anybody? I know that's happened to me. I know for sure that's happened to me. So you have to stay locked in on your bias. Now, let's go ahead and take a look. When did this happen? This was on Tuesday, right? So Monday sets you up. for the Tuesday buy, which is fire, So now look what happens, guys. I'm telling you guys, sometimes these one candle breakouts you cannot overlook. That's why you have to draw your lines. I'm telling you guys. And it's not that this zone wasn't a hitter, right? Did the market not tap in? Yes, it did tap in. It just wasn't the one to continue going higher. It gave you some pips. Hey, it happens. It went down to the lower one, right? And in essence, that's exactly what we want. We always want the lower zones, but we don't want to miss opportunities either, right? So now look what happens. As the market is dropping to our zone, we have a break of structure to the downside, and we have a change of direction to the upside. So I have a head and shoulder right here. Now let's take a look and see if we can get some type of movement. We also have a starting point way down here. Let's take a look though. Boom. Awesome. So if you were already in on this shoulder, I mean, you're in some drawdown, right? It is what it is. You just got to hold it. Your stop loss is down here. As long as you don't hit stop loss, that's fine. There are plenty of times where I was in early and I seen the market drop, and I got out because I'm seeing the market drop. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to lose any more. I'm just going to get out now and just lose a little bit. And then as soon as you do that, what happens? Market reverses, right? The market reverses and goes your way. So if you know where your stop loss is supposed to go, whether it's the left shoulder or your starting point, guys, hold your ground. It's okay. Whether you entered right here and your stop loss is here, this can be a $10 risk. Right? That can be a $10 risk, even though it's a big stop loss. That can be a $10 risk. And even though this is a super tight stop loss, that can also be a $10 risk. Right? So it doesn't matter. As long as you understand what you're risking, guys, hold your ground. Find your setup, take opportunities, and hold your ground. Okay. Now let's take a look and see if the market can come down and give me a sniper entry. But if not, this is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to drop down to the 15 on the 5 and look for some structure. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead. I'm going to delete this for the visual. Now, I see my break of structure to the downside here. This is my change of direction. So again, I'm waiting for the lowest zone possible, which is here. But if I get this, I have to start running my risk to reward. Change of direction. I would like to see some liquidity. Give me an entry so we can attack it. Because again, guys, just because we want the market to come down to our lowest entry, doesn't mean it's always going to go down to my lowest entry, right? It's already in on my right shoulder. So technically, if you want to be test trading or already be jumping in on that right shoulder, you can have already participated, right? But if not, you got to wait for your lowest zone, or you have to properly mark up structure and wait for those confirmations to present themselves. I'm not liking this at all. So I'm going to wait. And I may be missed. Just because I don't like this, guys, does not mean the market's going to actually like, you know what, Vinny, you're right. It doesn't look pretty. Let's go ahead and sweep that liquidity for you so you can get a good entry and you can ride this way. No, it's not. It doesn't always have to do that, right? Just because I don't like it, even though it changed direction, market can just continue to ride, and then just jump, right? So you have to be selective, right? There is no right or wrong. I mean, I guess there is, but you have to be select. For me, I would not take this. This doesn't look nice to me. So let's take a look. Does that get swept, or does that just continue the new run? Let's jump up to the 1 hour. Okay, so that might have been that run, right? So let's take a look. Let's confirm that. I guess we don't have to. It's a lower time frame. This was the 1 hour break of structure, and it does look like we changed direction. Let me just confirm. BOS. change of direction. Technically, my starting point would be right down here now. So let's take a look. What did I tell you guys? We should have already been in on this, but a lot of people aren't going to take this opportunity because they're looking at this stop loss and they're like, damn, I don't want to take that stop loss. Well, but why not? It's opportunity number one. You could already be in. You could already be on your way to taking money off the playing field. Market doesn't have to come way down here, right? If I'm just saying, just saying. Let's take a look. Let's see. Change of direction. If the market can come back down here, I would not mind running my risk to reward. Give me that. Let's go. Ah, you weenie. I'll enter here. I don't mind. I'll enter a little late. All right, so that's already about a 1-to-1. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some partials. Did I already sell it? Oh, I did. All right, cool. Take a look. Take a look. All right, cool. Look at. I should already be at break even. Look at that aggressive push to the downside. Look at that aggressive push to the downside. Now, keep in mind, we are in a starting point, so we can continue going higher. That could be my next buy opportunity. All right, that could be my next buy opportunity. Now let's take a look. Boom. Guys, look at the structure. Look at the structure. Watch how everything plays out. BOS. You know, this starting point right here might have been missed. Let's take a look. Ooh, tapped in. We got tapped in. And then what happens next? Another break of structure. If you guys aren't marking up and just follow, I mean, guys, this is like the most simple strategy. You just have to understand breaks and structures, guys. If you can understand breaks and structures and understand candle colors so you can find your starting points, I mean, I don't know. I think anybody can do this. Following structure, keep game. Look at what happened. Even though this is just butt ugly, look at this. Break a structure to the upside. BOS. Where's my starting point now? Right here. Why? Even though it looks ugly, why is it gaining so much respect? This was yesterday. Wick entry yesterday, and then look what happens. Oh, we got disrespected. But hey, it gave you enough to break even or partial, at least minimum. That's 1-to-1. So technically, yes, you broke even. But now let's take a look. What happens? What happens? Where are we at right now? Left shoulder zone? Okay, cool. Let's take a look. What happens? We know we need this to break structure. Let's delete this for the visual. We know we still have a buy down here. Now let's take a look. Creating liquidity. Creating some liquidity. And that's it. That was this week. That was this week. Guys, mess with the back testing section. If you guys aren't playing with the back testing section, you guys aren't seeing where you guys can develop. Like understanding how much money you could possibly make, understanding how good you are with your win rate, and like just seeing money flow in and out, seeing the red down here, seeing the green down here. Guys, like it does help. It is going to benefit you. I promise. So make sure you guys get your hands dirty. I hope you guys were able to take something away from this. But nonetheless, I mean, a little loss here. It's okay. We literally just smacked the market literally from way down here if you were able to participate at its lowest area. Or I guess right here, because I never participated. But right here, boom, nice. Send that market back up. We got a couple trades. 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, and then got smacked. So guys, finishing out your your 10 trade cycle the most important thing I will tell any beginner is don't be emotional after 1 or 2 or 3 trades. It's okay if you take 2 or 3, 4, 5 losses back to back. Finish the cycle, finish your next 5 to 10 trades, and then get some feedback. If you just take 10 trades and you just take 10 losses, okay, then you can be emotional. But if you take 5 or 6 losses and then gain all that money back and you have some profit, that's telling me that we're onto something right? We just have to fix and hone the little things. You know what I'm saying? But next pair, what would you guys like me to look at?
EU.
All right, bet. EU. Let's take a look. Friday. This was Monday right here. Okay. This is Monday. This was this week. Right here. Okay. Oops. Now let's take a look. Why did the market give us some buy opportunities? I'm seeing this right here. Market had already taken it, but it ended up coming back just to say, you know what? I'm gonna come back again for good measure. So if I'm looking at this at a higher time frame, I'm looking at this like this is my breakage structure to the downside, and this is my change of direction line. Right? We have lower low, lower high, lower low. Let's change direction, continue to look for buys. Okay. Now let's drop down to the 4 hour. We can see here, this isn't the cleanest structure down here. This looks pretty ugly, but it respects, you know? Right. So this is my breaker structure to the downside. And this is my change of direction. Okay. Now with that right there, with this happening, change of direction, and after the change of direction, we do hold a little bit. I want to see if we can start looking for some buy opportunities. So let's drop down. Give me a second, guys. My bad. The boy is feeling it right now, but I don't want to leave you guys. Is it my phone logging? Oh no, it was me. I had to blow my nose, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want you guys to listen to that. You guys are good. You're good. I'm not feeling well, but I still wanted to give you guys a call today. So this is what I'm looking at right here. Now I know we have the change of direction. I can see we have the liquidity that was built up. What can we do? How can we participate? So let's start dropping down to the 15-minute. If I'm looking at this structure-wise, this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to delete this. This is my breaker structure to the downside. This is my change of direction. Guys, after we get the change of direction, don't we get a ton of liquidity? If I'm seeing that, I'm saying I'm going to run me my money. Give me an opportunity. My stop loss. Come on, baby. All right, so let's take a look. $500. I don't know how much 500 going to be, but we're going to run it. 500 only going to risk me $1? Oh, hell nah. Shoot. I'm about to drop like a 10,000 lot, my boy. Yeah. Let's go. All right, that's a little better. That's a little better, my boy. Now we'll go ahead and up it to 20. That way we can have a better partial out. Okay, cool. My stop loss. One to one area. This is my partials. My 1 to 2 area. Why does it keep doing that? Why? There we go. All right, cool. Let's take a look. Yeah, about to get clapped right now. All right, cool. We survived, thank goodness. Now this is another thing, guys. Yeah, right. This is another thing. I've learned to, when in doubt, hold your ground. Adjust and adapt when market conditions change once you hit stop loss. But I used to see this, right? And I used to be like, yo, the market's consolidating. It's going to hit my stop loss and then change direction and give me an entry. And then you know what I would do? I would just exit my trade right here. And then the market would just go, all right, bet you left, I'm gone. Right. So, guys, if you can see an opportunity, our jobs is to locate opportunities and take them as they come. And once we're in trades, to manage the trades the best we can. Okay. So that's what we do. As of right now, I'm able to partial out. I'm gonna go ahead and partial out half that with 10K lot, sell it. Cool. I'm up right now. Let's take a look. Looks like this may be the next best buy zone based off the starting point. Let's take a look. I don't know. Give me that. It hit my break even area. This is FXCM. I go on different pairs. I don't like to back test on the pairs that I already have marked up because I don't like to mark them up again. But hit my break even, I'm now a break even. So now this is a risk-free trade. Now let's take a look. What's gonna happen now? Profit has been hit. Profit has been hit. So that's fire. Now, what we gotta do is refresh. Jump up to the 1 hour time frame and see what we can see now. This is what I'm seeing right here. A clean sweep, clean break of structure, clean change of direction. Now, this is where things get fishy because we have an opportunity here and then an opportunity way down here, right? So once we see this, we have to understand the one of these might take a, I mean, obviously they can both get stopped out, right? Not, no trade is 100%. But if I'm looking at two opportunities, I have to take them as they come. I got to take this one because I don't want to be left out. I don't want to be missed. But if I take a loss, I'm running my risk to reward. I take a loss like a boss. I jump back in. And if we can get some opportunities here, I can go ahead and take another so we can shift that market high. Does that make sense? And you know who talks about this? Valentino. He's well aware if he has two opportunities, then one of those may get stopped out. And that's where you run your risk to reward. If risk to reward wasn't important, guys, we wouldn't be using it like that. It's very important, especially if you're going to be taking opportunities. You want to take them as they come. This is a high probability starting point, and this is definitely a nice head and shoulder, right? So let's take a look. Market looks like it's just flowing right now. Looks like we missed a starting point here. I'm not sure if that was even touched. Barely missed. We have a break of structure right here. Let's see, my last selling candle is here. So let's see if the market can come give us an opportunity. Collapse that. Let's see. Did it come into the one that was barely missed and it's going to fly up? Let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and take an opportunity there. It's the ones that you never think of or you always overlook. They're always the smackers, bro. I swear. I'm going to take the high. Let's take a look. Okay, cool. Took the loss. Now, oh, dang, it came back for this one. That's wild. It's wild. Now, we have a break of structure to the downside here. My change of direction would be here. Cool. Now, let's take a look. This one was already used. I was late to the party. Someone else ate good. They eating right now. They eating tacos. It is what it is. So now I gotta wait for them to either get clapped so I can get an opportunity here, or change of direction so we can get an opportunity here. So let's take a look. Okay. They was eating good. Damn. So now my starting point, I'm going to go ahead and adjust right here. Give me that. Oh, don't tell me, bro. Don't tell me you're gonna do that to me, bro. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Okay, okay. Nah. Give me that. Give me that. Let's see. Record structure happened here. Change of direction. Need that still to continue looking for more. What are we at? 50? Okay. Whenever we hit 50, I know that's my partial area. Ah, never hit it. But nonetheless, that was the moves of the week. So now, even though, and I participated on purpose because I was already able to see it, but can you guys see anything inside of here at all? What does that look like to you? Who knows?
Head and shoulders.
I can see one, yes, but I was looking for something else.
A wedge.
Yes, it's a type of liquidity, right? If we know that we're looking for buys and we have some type of buy structure here, yes, we have liquidity. Trend line sitting right here. Trend line sitting right here. There's liquidity being built up. So looking at this, if I'm looking for buys, I want to see this wedge or this liquidity being swept to the downside first. And then I want to see it change direction to go to the upside. Okay. Now, this is the thing. You guys have to be aware of where liquidity rests or the lowest piece of liquidity rests. If this is the lowest piece of that liquidity, sometimes the market won't make its way down here, right? Sometimes, as soon as we sweep liquidity inside of this area, we have to look for the structure shift, because if we can get something that looks like this and it holds a little bit, would not mind taking that opportunity. Give me a 5 if that makes sense. I would not mind taking this opportunity here. Give me a My nose is like not hanging down. It's crazy. Hey, appreciate you, Kenny. Have a good night, bro. But yes, guys, once we sweep liquidity, very, very important we take a look at the structure, especially if you have time. You're trying to be accurate with the market. Yes, I'm not saying you can't wait. If this makes you feel more comfortable to wait for the higher time frame structure, then feel free to do so. Right? Feel free to do so, whether it's this one, change of direction, or it's the internal, which is here. Whichever makes you feel more comfortable. Right? But if you want to be more advanced and try to catch the lowest part, once we sweep liquidity, you have to start looking for this. Once we have something like this right in this area, we can start pulling triggers. Okay. We want to run our risk to reward on something higher probability. Right. Any questions, guys, before we end the night? Let me know. Nah, we good? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let me see. Appreciate you guys. Hey, man, not feeling my best. Sorry, you guys have to hear the voice. It is what it is. We had to push through because we got to get better, right? But I hope somebody was able to get some clicking moments. Back testing is just part of the game, guys. It's all about the reps. It's all about getting better. The more you can see things, the more you can comprehend, the more you feel comfortable taking these opportunities when it's time, right? If you're not back testing, you are practicing on live setups. Think about that. Think about that. Imagine if Steph Curry just showed up to the game, no warm-ups, no shots all week, and just throwing up shots, right? Imagine how rusty and stiff his body's gonna feel, right? No practice, no shots. Usually, if you're an athlete, you're showing up 2 hours before the game, 3 hours before the game. In every sport, you're stretching. You're a football player, you're stretching, you're taking some catches. Baseball, you're going in there early, you're stretching, throwing the ball a little bit, you're taking some hacks, so you're hitting the ball. If you're a soccer player, you get in there early, you're stretching, you're doing your dribbles, you're hitting your little corner kicks, right? You're getting your feet warmed up. If you're a basketball player, you're shooting 1,000 shots a day, probably a 10,000 shots a week, right? Like you guys have to stay active. If you guys aren't practicing, you guys are practicing on live setups, and that is not where we want to practice. Imagine trading is already hard, right? Imagine getting better one trade a week or two trades a week. You're not going to get better any faster. Like it's going to take you a very long time to get better because you're seeing 1 to 2 trades a week, right? But when you're back testing, you're simulating 50 to 100 to a couple hundred setups in a day and a week and a month. Imagine that getting better, seeing over 100 trades in a week when realistically you're only going to see 5. If you're scalping, maybe like 5 good ones, 3 good ones. Intraday, maybe 1 or 2 good ones in a week, right? Swinging, you're probably going to be seeing one opportunity once every 2 weeks, right? If you're swinging, right? So imagine that. You guys got to take these reps and get better. Okay. But with that being said, I appreciate everybody who hopped on the call and was able to get some value. And I will see you guys on Monday. Peace out, guys. Have a good weekend.